Hello guys, Theo here. It's a beautiful day. I've already trained chest, back and shoulders again, and I have some time here before work, so I'm going to the beach to take a swim. And also there's a bus leaving right from the beach to my job, because I start in not too long, but so I have the time to do it. Alright, and I shoot the video here on the way. So learn from this, please. Do you see how productive I am? Do you see how well I use my time? Learn from this. Alright, today we're talking about doing it yourself with a little bit of help from other people. So, okay, because as my channel, social media presence grows, and my success as a trainer just in my personal life off the internet, I get more and more questions. I do like getting questions. I want to help you guys, but also I get a bunch of questions that I can tell you aren't doing anything yet. You're just thinking about stuff. And so I realize now I'm gonna talk very straight up with you now. I'm talking to you who are like I used to be, okay? So I'm not judging you, I'm not mad at you, I love you. I do this because I know what you need to hear and what you need to do. So just shut up and listen to this, all right? You can't go asking about stuff all the time, thinking about how is the best way for me to change my life, how is the best way for me to lose the weight. I'm super fat, I don't know if I should do this or this, so I'll just stay fat and think about what would be the best option. Theo, should I do this or this? Theo, should I build a muscle while I lose the fat? Should I start losing the fat? It's like, okay, what are you doing now? What are you doing now? Nothing. Then shut up. Just try something. Like, are you just an NPC? Are you just a little robot waiting for someone to put in the next line of code in your head so that you can follow this blindly? Or are you a person capable of doing own decisions, finding stuff out on your own? It's like, so the point here is, the key to my success is not that I asked a lot of questions from people or read a lot. What's missing in your life is not intellectual knowledge, it's the other way around. You have nothing but intellectual knowledge, you're just thinking about stuff, fooling yourself that this somehow is helping you. It isn't. Watching my videos will do absolutely nothing for you if you don't change your life yourself. Can you understand this? So this is the key to my success. I started just doing things. I knew nothing about training. I was also juggling these thoughts. I don't really understand. Should I train to failure or not? Because when I do, I can do fewer reps on the same exercise the next set. Is that bad or good? Does this mean that I've, stimulated a muscle so I will make progress? Or does this mean I went too hard on the first set, so the others I can do more? I have all these thoughts. Should I don't know, caloric deficit? Will I lose muscle when I cut? Fasting. This is the greatest example, by the way, because I do go looking for knowledge and information. It's fine, but you see that this is a great example. So I found Cole, learned about fasting, the snake diet, and he said a lot that you don't lose muscle fasting. And I read about it, I looked at the studies, it sure seemed like you don't lose muscle fasting. But I was afraid of this, because you can't truly know something until you do it yourself. You understand that? You can keep asking me questions, you're never gonna get an answer like, yeah, exactly this you do, exactly this is gonna happen, and you'll just go, oh, I know this now, I do exactly this and I'm happy. That's not how it works. You can get ideas, you can get inspired by people like me, but you have to do it yourself. You won't know until you try it out for yourself. Right? So I was really afraid the first times I did a fasting. I was really afraid of losing muscle, even though I had learned so much intellectual knowledge about the growth hormone, muscle sparing, blah blah blah. It took for me to do it myself, to understand that yes, I know now, I see now, I notice in the gym I don't lose strength, I don't lose muscle. This is how I learned, not from just sitting there, Cole says I won't lose muscle, so now I fully believe that, and I know that now, and I'll just fast, and I don't lose muscle. That's not how it works. And so, even though I am someone who does I do the stuff myself. I find out, I experiment, I find my own way. But of course, I ask people for help too. Like, it's a dumb idea not to use good people in your surrounding to get inspired, to get information. Like, for instance, a trainer colleague of mine, she has won like a gold medal in the Nordic Championship of body fitness, so a category of bodybuilding, and like third or something at the European level. And she's been training for a lot longer than me. She's older than me. I ask her stuff all the time. I'm like, oh, I noticed you put that exercise before that one, even though the second one is heavier. How does that come? Or I saw that you trained this client of yours that has muscle building goals. You did some exercises there that aren't really hypertrophy exercises, more power based. Why did you do that? I ask stuff like that all the time. I'm now, because you guys, some of you guys are asking me more about doing online coaching, which has been my plan for a long time. But so I'm starting now to really look at ways of doing that. And I know some people who do online coaching, and I don't know shit about setting up a business, okay? I've never learned that. So I ask people for advice about it, but I don't just think about it. You know, I'm already on this path. I do the channel, I'm building a social media presence, I work as a personal trainer, which I view as education, you know. Like, of course, it's a job and I make money from it, but first and foremost, I get experience training people face to face, so I learn about different people, body types, personalities, so that I will be able to do it online. But the part that's missing for me that I don't know as well, the business, just, you know, that part, all the boring stuff surrounding that, with, oh, how do I set up a way to, you know, charge people and stuff, you know, I don't know much about that, so I ask people about it. I ask people about stuff all the time, and you hear, even though I'm very confident about my knowledge about training, building muscle, developing strength, I still ask people that I think have more experience than me. But that's not the only thing I do. So please, from this point, if you are asking me, should I start losing weight first, or can I build muscle at the same time or something? Never ask me something like that without telling me exactly what you're doing to improve yourself right now. Like, I'll take some examples. There was one guy who was like impressed, wrote to me saying like, yeah, man, great job. I've been into powerlifting for a while. I know about that. I'm strong. That guy is probably stronger than me, you know, but the cutting part, he wasn't as good at. So he asked me, what are your thoughts on the best, like, splits, the routines for training while cutting? And I'm like, oh, that's an awesome question. I can tell that this guy, he is on his journey. He is reaching out to me to get some advice on a particular thing so he can keep going, which he's already doing, you know. There's nothing like, oh, I'm not doing anything, just tell me what I should do, you know. And there's this other guy named Frank. Hey Frank, I know you're watching. Like, Frank, he asks some questions that I think he doesn't really need to. He still has some, you know, listening too much to what other people say around him, but he has made a big transformation. He used to be really fat, and now he's almost as ripped as me. He just has a lot less muscle, you know, but the body fat level, he's lost it. And that's great, Frank. So even though he asked some questions that maybe seems unnecessary, that he should know already, or, you know, not think too much about, I'm much more patient with that, because I can tell that he's already doing something. Do you understand that a person like me, who, like, do you understand my life goal here is to help as many people improve their lives as possible? If you're just going to waste my time by asking questions so you can think more about changing your life, you're a shit person. Do you understand? You're wasting time that I could use to be productive, helping someone who's actually ready to do something and change their life, and not just think about it. You can't plan changing your life forever. You understand? You'll be 80 and haven't even started your transformation. Only you won't be 80 because you'll be dead long before that, because you are thinking about, how will I do about this? Change now. Start it now. Do it yourself. Be fine with doing something that you aren't entirely sure if it's gonna work. I've done many things like this. I've gone with exercises for a long time and noticed, that didn't work. I didn't progress as I wanted, or I've trained too hard. Apparently I need to lower the intensity. You know, I wasn't all like writing to everyone, but should I do 3 or 4 sets? I understand now. Okay, so you say, guys, I love you. I want to help you. So this is why I'm telling you this. You need to understand this. You can't just be an instruction follower. You need to be a doer. Do you understand? All right. Now there's going to be loud machines here. So if you like this, please subscribe. Please hit like to help me spread the channel. Almost 800. When we get 1,000, I will go screaming at you like this live. Wow. Please help me with this. All right. Peace, guys. Oh, guys.